Neil Carlson outside the Grand Forks County Courthouse here on a Tuesday morning. Donald J. Bartlette, the Grand Forks man charged with the murder of 49-year-old Anthony Kiehl last Thursday in Grand Forks, made his first court appearance via Zoom from the Grand Forks County Jail on this Tuesday morning. Yesterday, on Monday, he refused to come out of his cell. He's now been formally charged in court, bail set at $1 million, with a preliminary hearing set for December 9th. That hearing is to determine if there's enough evidence to take the issue to trial. For background on all this, here's our report from Monday, going over the whole statement of probable cause. Formal charges have now been filed in the murder of 49-year-old Anthony Kiehl last Thursday here at 110 Cherry Street in Grand Forks. Donald Bartlette of Grand Forks has been charged with murder, and 35-year-old Nicholas Ryde Arnold of Grand Forks has been charged with conspiracy to commit murder. Now, for more details in this, reading from the affidavit of probable cause with the names of officers and or witnesses omitted. Quote, the officer advises that on October 24th, 9:06 p.m., they responded to a 911 call reporting an unresponsive male. The officer advises officers arrived and located an adult male victim with multiple injuries to his head and face. The victim was not breathing and life-saving measures were attempted. Victim transported to Altru and pronounced deceased at 9:54 p.m. Officer advises the apartment complex is owned and operated by the Grand Forks Housing Authority and is equipped with multiple surveillance camera. Officer advises the victim and a male subject identified as Donald D.J. Bartlette is observed on surveillance video entering the victim's apartment on October 24th at approximately 6:11 p.m. At approximately 6:44 p.m., Bartlette is seen leaving the victim's apartment. The surveillance video shows Bartlette has an injury to his left hand, which is visibly bleeding. At approximately 7:06 p.m., Bartlette is seen returning to the victim's apartment, entering and remaining inside. At approximately 7:21 p.m., another male individual, identified as Nicholas Ryde Arnold, arrives at the victim's apartment, knocks, and is let inside. 2 minutes later, at 7:23 p.m., Bartlette and Ryde Arnold leave the victim's apartment. At approximately 7:30 p.m., Bartlette is observed on surveillance video returning to the victim's apartment, opening the apartment door and looking into the apartment for several seconds without entering the apartment. Bartlette then closes the door and exits the building. The officer advises a witness who lives in the area told detectives he had been outside the building on the north side of the building at approximately 7:30 p.m. when he found Bartlette sitting at a picnic table. The officer advises the witness told detectives he knew Bartlette and noticed he was agitated. The witness asked Bartlette what was going on, and Bartlette told the witness something similar to he had an altercation with the skinny guy on first floor who came at him with a knife. Bartlette told the witness he had to beat him up and told the witness something to the effect he had to beat him up pretty bad. The officer advises Bartlette told him, the witness told him he had suffered an injury to his wrist, which Bartlette showed the witness. The witness invited Bartlette to his apartment to treat his injury. During this treatment, the witness told detectives Bartlette continued to repeat the story that he had been in an altercation with the guy on the first floor and that he had to beat him up. The officer advises through further review of surveillance video corroborates the witness's information, as the witness and Bartlette can be seen entering the witness's second floor apartment. The officer advises surveillance video further shows Nicholas Ryde Arnold also in the second floor hallway when Bartlette leaves the witness's apartment. Bartlette is seen carrying a towel, which both Bartlette and Ryde Arnold are seen using to wipe their hands and faces. Ryde Arnold is seen using the towel to wipe Bartlette's chest and arms, as well as his own head and face multiple times. Ryde Arnold then uses the towel to vigorously wipe his face head and neck. Officer advises Bartlette is observed leaving the area on a bicycle at 8:13 p.m. Ride Arnold is seen entering and remaining in an apartment here at Cherry Street. The officer advises a search warrant was obtained for the victim's apartment, and during the execution of the search warrant, several items of evidence were collected, including a silver 5-inch fixed blade knife, the blade of which contained suspected blood. Additionally, 2 wooden legs of a coffee table were located, broken off the coffee table. Examination of these legs appeared to show the presence of blood on them. The officer advises an autopsy was completed on the victim on October 25th. Officer advises preliminary findings of the autopsy indicate the victim died from blunt force injury of the head and that the manner of death is considered homicide. The officer advises the autopsy further revealed the victim suffered 3 superficial knife wounds on his neck, right pectoral muscle, and abdomen. Officer advises Bartlette was located on October 25th and taken into custody for questioning related to the investigation. The officer advises Bartlette made several spontaneous statements, indicated what happened was, quote, self-defense, and that the victim had attacked him. Bartlette stated he was trying to stay out of fights because he hits hard. The officer advises Bartlette invoked his right to an attorney when asked to provide details as to what happened between him and the victim. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.